neighbors would speak. But this recent apartment and bedroom that I got started out seeming decent, more boring than not. For 2 or 3 years, nothing happened at all. There was an old man next door that I would see in the hall. He shuffled politely, he wears an old suit, you know, a standard old geezer, a quiet old coot. He used to seem normal, but then all at once, he started these nocturnal groanings and grunts. It's hard to get used to, and it gives me the creeps pretty much every night now. He screams when he sleeps, dark night of our soul, dark night of our hearts, dropping down the bottomless hole. I just need to get some sleep, I don't know when I might begin, but I don't want another minute in this same old story. Purgatory, stop the torture, old man, and please don't be myself from the future. If it was a dog bark or a screaming infant, I would probably be fine, back asleep in an instant. But picture me lying there alone in my bed, when this old man just lets out these shrieks near my head. And now every night at like 3 in the a.m., I get woken up by all this miserable mayhem. Who's being dismembered? What the hell's wrong? I'm scared that he'll send me insane before long. And it makes me afraid just to be me like I am, because it could be my fate, a lonely screaming old man. Tell me, what did he do in his youth for this torture? What if I'm him and it's true that he is me in the future? Dark night of our soul, dark night of our heart, dropping down the bottomless hole. I just need to get some sleep, I don't know when I might begin, but I don't want another minute in this same old story. Purgatory, stop the torture, old man, and please don't be myself from the future. I'm used to apartments with walls that are weak. Sometimes I'd hear it all if my neighbors would speak. But this recent apartment and bedroom that I got started out seeming decent, more boring than not. But now it's like trying to sleep in a Guantanamo cell block, or a hospital hellhole for some horrible shell shock, or a medieval dungeon with sadistic conditions, where some pitiful someone's getting whipped while you listen. And you know in the dark, when your mind is just spinning, you get visions of weird things with no ends or beginnings. I drift off for a bit and then he's moaning some more, and I'm scared that he's me and I'm the him from before. I get some paranoid fantasy sci-fi scenarios, they seem dumb in the daylight, but for now again there he goes. Dark night of our soul, dark night of our hearts, dropping down the bottomless hole. I just need to get some sleep, I don't know when I might begin, but I don't want another minute in this same old story. Purgatory, stop the torture, old man, and please don't be myself from the future. Well, you know, Jeffrey, it's true what you say. I once was like you, then I turned out this way. I lived my young life complaining love wasn't there. It was never enough to sacrifice for or care. And I once had a cat, and I had 1 or 2 pals, and I would go and hang out sort of like that way you do now. But now all I can do is just scream in the darkness, the pain inside 90 years empty and heartless. He who grows as an artist is a rose brief in bloom. So, you know, you've already started off down the road to this room. For I get glory from war in the dark in a trench. Then I spent 40 years more in a park on a bench, and it's all existentially hopeless. Eventually you're just dementedly shrieking like me, like you're meant to be. I am said not as a warning, but as an acceptance. So accept it. It is already written. It is already happening. You are already here.